What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Jeannie, and you already know what it is. So let's just get into the video. You definitely know what it is if you clicked on this video. It's the word of the week. And if you don't know, the word of the week is basically some downloads, some things I've been told to talk about, that kind of thing. And I am doing this in hopes to start a conversation, see if you feel the same way or if you can agree. All right, so let's just get into it. The first thing that I have been tapped into is the kingdom of heaven, G. So I did not connect the dots until now, but God has shown me glimpses of the blessings that He has stored up in heaven for me. And sometimes He allows me to go and mingle upon my blessings and look at them and interact with them, and it's crazy. Okay, it's crazy to see things and to spiritually interact with things that are not physically here. But God has been showing me, as I create more energy down below, I'm able to receive what's stored up for me up above. So my focus has been really to create a temple, to take care of my body, my mind, and my soul, in order to get the blessings and the things that God has stored up for me, because I want it. I want them all. So yeah, I've just been having visions of blessings stored up that is going to be like deposited on my life like care packages. And it's got me excited, but also God told me He can't give me these things unless I'm ready for it. Okay, He doesn't want me to squander my blessings. So it's about me doing the things that I need to do in order to bring abundance into my life. And I feel like I have been, and that's why He's showing me to keep me motivated. Yeah, that was the first one. And the second one, okay, the second one is that there are people plotting. Your enemies are plotting. They see you feel me? They see you walking around like Jesus. Okay, they see you walking around like Jesus with superpowers and protection, and people following you and believing you and giving you love, and they hate it. They hate it. They hate that the focus isn't on them. And they hate that the focus is on you, someone who wants to lead people towards a better mode of existence. So, because of this, God has been showing me in a lot of different ways how there are people who are plotting to trap me up in my words. Okay, that's the only way they got God, was to find a way to convict him of something. Okay, was to find a way to trap him up in the judicial system. You feel me? It was to find a way to trap him up in church. And they still really didn't even do that, but they came up with a scheme and a plot to do so. And although that God was crucified for that shit, it was really just showing everybody, like, you have the choice to either try to crucify me or to choose good. And God has been showing me, like, I've been put in scenarios in which I was crucified, which they mocked me, they beat me, they abused me all the way to my death. And then when I woke up stronger, bigger, and better, these same people realize what they have done. And that's what's happening right now. And these same people who thought like this crucifixion would end you is now having to watch you reign supreme over everybody else. Okay, they got to watch you come back stronger, better, and indestructible. Okay, so these same people who are watching you and they've noticed that all of their efforts are just leading you to success, they're trying to find ways in which to, catch you up again, slander you, to do these things. But it's not going to work. After the first crucifixion, G, it's not going to work. They're going to have to find a different tactic. Okay. And the next tactic that they have been going towards is to fuck up other relationships. Okay. They want to mess up your relationship with God. God has been showing me that as well, that they want, like, the devil, negative energy, negative people want to separate me from God, because He gives the unlimited protection. Where I am weak, he is strong. And that way I have an unbreakable protection. So God has been showing me how there are forces who are trying to catch me up or catch people up in words or in a scenario in which I can either be painted in a negative light or they can paint God in a negative light, right? And God has really been counteracting that energy for me. He has been showing me, like, if I believe and if I trust in him, that all things will work in my favor. And then it does. So for instance, I had a scenario in which I thought like it's the end, it's over. You feel me? I even prayed to God and I was like, God, why would you give me something just to take it away, right? And God was telling me to test my reaction, to see if I was going to fold, you feel me, to see if I was going to lay down and cry, to see if I was going to actually have trust and faith in him, or if I was going to let the universe win again. So this time when I met rejection, I went to God. I gave it to God and I was like, I'm at peace with it. And as soon as I got into that energy, whatever I thought I lost came right back, plus more. Okay. So like God was saying, there's people trying to test us to see if they can like overthrow and, sacrifice us again. God is also trying to test us to see if we will allow ourselves to fear traps, to fear rejection, to fear loss. If we are really attached to the world, or if we really believe in him. And I've noticed like really believing in God has alleviated a whole lot of fears. I don't give a fuck about losing anything anymore. And when I do, I notice I only give myself a couple hours to grieve over it. And then I'm right back praising. I praise through any grief. And that is the type of thing that allows God to turn around any situation and, allows me to free myself from any negative trap. But that was something that God had to teach me. And he was teaching me this in a gentle way. Like, this is so beautiful. I wish I could really tell you what I want to tell you, but got some hater assholes. But God was really teaching me this in a beautiful way. Like, he showed me somebody, and he was like, you can trust them. And I was like, oh man, I could trust them. And I still didn't trust their ass. Even when God told me, like, I can trust this, you can trust them, it'll be all right. I still didn't trust it. And that allowed, since I had a doubt, since I had an inkling of doubt, since I had a little bit of, oh, this can go wrong, that allowed it to go wrong. And then God was showing me how even if something goes wrong, if I have the mindset that, that all things are working in my favor, then it shouldn't matter. That's how he was teaching me how to get back my blessings, how to call back missed opportunities, how to resurrect. Okay. So God was really showing me through his crucifixion how he didn't care. He knew what he was walking into. You know what I mean? And still walked into it and did not care. Went and ate with people who would later crucify him. Went and looked at demons that he knew were plotting against him and setting him up. And then walked right into it and allowed them to crucify him. And this is really the analogy of what we live in this world, what God was showing me. Because I was like, God, like, this is all a setup. This is all a game. They're just trying to set me up to crucify me. And he said, yeah, walk through that shit. Or walk right through them. Be crucified. And keep right on going. And this is what he's been showing me, that nothing is a problem. Ever. All losses are wins. At all times. And that's something he had to show me over time so that I can trust in him more. And the way he showed me that the trusting in him is important is because he will snatch blessings right from me. He'll bless me with something, and if I have a twinkling or inkling of doubt, he will snatch it away because I'm not ready for that shit. But then I have to prove like okay, God, like I'm okay with you snatching away, for him to be like, okay, then you should trust me when I give you something. You should trust me when I say you'll be all right. Okay? Because that doubt allows the devil, a little foothold to create conflict, to create competition to create destruction. All right. And the last part about this is the new people coming into your life, G. Okay, I've been noticing that the new people coming in my life are some of them are old people. They've just been reborn again. Yeah. I've noticed that the new people coming into my life are the same people, just in new forms and new bodies, with new minds, able to see clearly. Because at first, when I was trying to preach the ministry, when I was trying to prophesize, when I was trying to give the word and the message, a lot of people thought I was crazy, and it was because of my delivery, because of the things that I was doing. But I've noticed when I tell people stuff, and then I don't care if they think I'm crazy, I don't care if they believe me, and I just let it go. Those are the same people who come back and be like, now I know what you're talking about. Like, now I see what you mean. So I've been having a whole lot of people come back from my past with changed perspective as new people, and now they are a healthy member of the squad because they can see the program, they can see the game, they can see the devil, and they won't let that sabotage our union, right? And these are the people that I call family, that I'm bonded in, that will never have to worry about anything. Um, but I've also been having new people, like brand new, like strangers. And I don't know if y'all know much about me, but I don't even like showing my face on the internet. I don't even like attention like that. So for new people to be brought into my life, that's a big deal. All right, that's a real big deal. And I've noticed that the people who have been brought into my life, one particular person, okay, in particular, right? This person was just as awake as I am. This person could see and feel and know just like I can. And I knew it was God because this person can never be tricked by the devil to work against me. See, I have been making the mistake of surrounding myself with people who don't know God, who can't see clearly, who don't have discernment, and then get mad at God that these people are mistreating me, right? When God told me to only mingle around people who are evenly yoked. And I didn't really understand that until I found somebody who was evenly yoked. You feel me? Who was willing to pray and shake the devil off of them? Who was willing to mess up, go back, fix the problem, praise God, and never do it again with me? Like, and at first, like, I was like, can I trust this person? You feel me? And God really showed me that I can. And I'm so glad that I decided to trust this person, because as soon as I did, I realized why none of my other relationships worked out. Like, as soon as I did, I realized like the mistake I was making in every scenario, and that's trusting in people who don't trust in the Lord. And it's just that simple. You either love God or you don't. And if they don't, get the fuck away from me, for real, because that's just leading me down a path to have be in territory where the devil is running rampant. But if I find somebody, who is as woke as me and believes in God and can see as clear as I can, we both, while playing this game, can see the enemies. And now I have a partner who's willing to fight against the fucking enemy, G. I now have a partner who, oh, look at me. They're not even my partner yet. They are though. Um I now have a person, you feel me, who's willing to rebuke the devil and pray with me, and create a bond with each other in which the devil can never tempt this person to work against me, because they also love the Lord and they also see the devil. And that is some beautiful shit, G. Okay, just being around this person makes me feel stronger. Where there are two or more gathered in my name, I should be there. That type energy. And that right there is the significant change that has been going on in my life. Because before, I was trying to build foundation with people who were blind, and that was wondering why all my shit kept crumbling. And now that I see, like, I have to build with people who, already have the vision. And I've noticed, like, the people who already have the vision that I do are also working on the same things that I want. And it's like all intertwining, it's like all meshing together beautifully, and I couldn't ask for it any other way. And it couldn't happen any other way. Cause like I had to go through things to make me see clearly at one time in my life. And if I didn't go through the things that I went through, I wouldn't be in the position that I am. So now I look back on all my life and all the lessons that God has been teaching me and showing me. And I'm thankful, G. I'm thankful that I didn't go too far with people who, were only meant to be in my life for seasons. I'm thankful that the people I'm meant to be with came in my life when I was ready for them, so I wouldn't sabotage them and I wouldn't allow the devil to ruin our relationships as well. And that kind of peace, okay, that kind of peace of mind to knowing that like things were literally divinely orchestrated has just been, creating this oasis of like not even like happiness, but like ignorance is bliss. You know what I mean? Because like in this world, we literally have to pretend like this isn't all a game. We have to pretend like all of this shit matters. We have to pretend like we're like everybody else. But when you meet someone who is evenly yoked and they can't um go along with the matrix and go along with the program, it then creates an island, okay, an island on deep water, like a place of safety. Like I don't know how to explain it, but this is this is the word of the week. Okay, you're about to notice the devil trying hard to ruin the good things that God is bringing in for you. But now you're in the position to never allow the devil to take anything from you ever again. And because of that, you're about to get new people in your life who is on the same wave and the same energy. And you're going to watch how things in your life turn around and how uh synchronistic the energy is. And if this isn't already happening to you, it will be soon. You just got to make your mind up. And if it is happening to you, hit me down in the comments below. Tell me what you think, what's been going on for you, and how this energy has been interacting with you. I would love to start a conversation and to talk about it with you. And I also appreciate anybody who comes to my channel and shows me love in any type of way. I love you back. Peace.